والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Today we will be discussing Surah At-Takathur. At-Takathur means rivalry, people racing in accumulation of not only of things, but things that will make them and their vision better than others. Because it could be in the number of children. Quran talks about that. وَتَكَاثُرٌ فِي الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَوْلَادِ. Takathur.
Yeah. Competition.
Competition, racing, okay, and accumulation. And it's the verb, and really I really don't know if there are similar verbs in other languages. But at least I don't see it in the English language, where you have a verb that refers to action from more than one side. It's like when you race, okay? In Arabic we say tanafasa. This verb is coming from two people racing each other, one trying to out race the other. Takathara is from the same thing. One is trying to compete with somebody else, okay, in accumulation. So it's coming from, this action is coming from more than one side. What is really prominent from this short surah is that if you look at all of it from the beginning to its end, it is in the plural. Alhaakum in the plural. At-Takathur. Hatta zurtum al-maqabir. Kalla sawfa ta'lamun. All these verbs or these actions are really done in the collective. ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم. Again, in the plural. ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم. All these verbs, these actions, in reference to the group. So, in other words, one can really ask the question, is Quran really now addressing a social issue? This issue of takathur? Okay. And from the beginning, okay, if you recall the comments of Brother Naji, what we discussed Surah Al-Kawthar, and one can make really the connection between Kawthar and Takathur. Okay. Remember, Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar. We said it is a statement. It's a fact. We have given you everything, more than you expect or you can even imagine. Okay? And here Quran is saying, Alhaakum at-Takathur. This competition and accumulation has diverted your attention. But doesn't tell us. Diverted our attention from what? But as a statement, okay, Quran is bringing it as a problem, as a social problem. Alhaakum at-Takathur. If we again back to Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar, that we have given you all these things, so they belong to you. You are in command of these things. Here, when this competition and the accumulation diverted your attention, you are not anymore in command. You are under the command of things and possessions. You see that? So you can see, at least this is how I can see it now, okay, in two paradigms. Okay? The paradigm of إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ الْكَوْثَرَ versus the paradigm أَلْهَاكُمْ التَّكَاثُرَ جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَ كَلَّا إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَيَطْغَى أَنْ رَآهُ اسْتَغْنَى. Okay? This represents a different paradigm. That Quran will be addressing it, that it is not really working. And you need to unlearn this. But you cannot ask people to unlearn something and leave them in the open. And sometimes keep them like naked without any new clothes. Okay? So Quran is bringing a new paradigm to replace the old one. The old one is based on people competing and showing off, as Quran later will call it tafakhur. Okay, each one trying like to show off in front. They people, and we see it, and even in our own societies. And it is unfortunate, like people start really defining themselves, okay, by the other. Okay, my neighbor brought a Jaguar, I will trump him by buying a Cadillac or something. You see what I mean? Like he bought an apartment in downtown Chicago. I will show that I can do that also. You see, this is, and we see it. So, who is really in control? Is the human being in command of things? Or they are under the command of their own egos, of their possessions, however it is wealth, family, genealogy, connections, social status, you name it. Okay, so that basically, and the fact that Quran is saying this has diverted your attention till your death, until you are stopped by the cemetery. You see, حتى زرتم المقابر. This problem continues until, and again, al-hakum in the past, done deal, it's a fact. You see, when you say something happened in the past, okay, it doesn't mean that only it was done because it happened in the past. But we are sure that it happened. But its percussion will continue to the future, to the present, and to the future. And Quran is saying, حَتَّى زُرْتُمُ الْمَقَابِرِ, until the time of death, you continued in this competition.